while Vietnamese citizens do not. The Ministry of Transport will consider the reopening of international flight routes to countries and territories which have no new cases of COVID-19 in the community for 30 consecutive days, according to the ministry official. The official, who wanted to remain anonymous, told the Vietnam News Agency that priority will be given to Japan, South Korea, China, Chinese Taiwan, and some Southeast Asian countries which have controlled the disease. The resumption of international flights is scheduled to begin at the end of July, according to a proposal from the Civil Aviation Authority of Vietnam sent to the ministry recently. Prime Minister Phúc has directed that the reopening of international flights will have to ensure safety for people, because just a small mistake will mean social distancing measures have to be implemented again. The reopening aims to serve investors, technical staff, and skilled workers in Vietnam and repatriate Vietnamese people living abroad, the ministry official said, adding that all still have to follow strict control procedures to prevent the spread of the pandemic to the community. Vietnam's GDP would expand by 3% this year, with a recovery in the second half as COVID-19 appears to have been contained in the country. Fitch Solutions forecasts. The market research company, a unit of credit ratings Fitch Group, said in a recent release, this is a revision from its previous forecast of 2.8% growth. The recovery is expected to be driven by a resumption of activities in manufacturing, retail, hospitality, and transport, as social distancing campaigns have been eased since April. The Thủ Thiêm Eco Park will be created in Ho Chi Minh City before 2025. Authorities responsible for setting it up said. The Management Board of Investment and Construction of Thủ Thiêm New Urban Area, where it is set to come up, said most of the 128-hectare parks area is submerged ecoregion. A small part of it will be used to build sightseeing, tourism, and research facilities. It will mostly have mangroves and other local species of plants and be crisscrossed by existing creeks in the Saigon River. French consultancy firm NXHYT is finalizing a detailed plan for the park. The city will begin the construction after reviewing the plan and feasibility study. Thủ Thiêm New Urban Area is envisaged as one of the biggest international financial and commercial centers in Southeast Asia. Low-cost carrier Vietjet has continued to be named in the top 50 best companies to work for in Asia 2020. The award ceremony was organized by Asia's leading human resource magazine, HR Asia Magazine, this week in Ho Chi Minh City, honoring the leading enterprises with the best working environment throughout Asia. HR Asia Awards 2020 is the most prestigious annual award for human resources at the regional level. It honors leading enterprises offering attractive welfare policies, an ideal work environment, and regular training and development programs. This is the second time the new age carrier Vietjet has received the award. And now some world news. The UK and EU have said serious differences remain over a post-Brexit trade deal following the latest negotiations in Brussels. EU negotiator Michael Barnier said the bloc's position needed to be better understood and respected by the UK, if an agreement is to be found. His UK counterpart David Frost said significant disagreement remained on a number of important issues. The UK has ruled out extending the December deadline to reach a deal. The latest round of talks, the first to be held in person since the COVID-19 crisis struck, came after both sides agreed to intensify negotiations last month. Facebook says it mistakenly let 5,000 developers gather information from people's profiles after a time limit on their rights had expired. Apps on Facebook are supposed to be prevented from accessing people's personal data if the app has not been used for 90 days. But Facebook said that lockout had not always worked due to a flaw in how it recorded inactivity. Facebook has not stated how many users had their personal data scrapped. The harvesting of Facebook users' personal information by third-party apps was at the center of the Cambridge analytical privacy scandal that was exposed in 2018.